Hi coders, my name is Bhupinder and I welcome you to my channel Addictive Learning. So today's video we are going to continue Festify. I remember we have worked on Festify and I had shown you how you can connect MySQL database with Festify and how you can easily work with the Festify and also make the endpoints in Festify that I have already shown you. So what today I'm going to show you. Today I'm going to show you how you can decorate your endpoints. Like if your endpoints are related to customer and employees and user, then you want then you want then you want specific routes. You don't want all those routes in a single file and all those routes you want all those routes to to be decorated, like. So that is what we are going to do in today's video, right? So let me just show you what we have done in the last video in Testify. So this was the code which I had written, and so you can see here, ignore this file index.js. In this, we had done something related to JSON web token. You don't have to focus on it. You can simply neglect it. Our files were server.js and routes and customer routes.js. Okay, so these are the endpoint, and like if you see these endpoint slash customer and then id slash, and before customer you want to add something like this is related to customer only. So what you can do, you have to specify. So I'm going to tell you how you can do that. For that, what I'll do, I'll first create here a folder that is customer. So customer related out will be come inside this customer. So I'll simply move, I'll say yes, and then this will also get moved inside this, right? And I will say yes. So let me just okay, something has gone wrong and I have to figure out what is going wrong. So dot config dot, so we have to go inside this file, and here we'll have to go to db.js. Let me just customer, then we have to config, right? So first we have to come out from the routes, I think, yes, and then we have to like from this, and then we go in config and then db.js. Okay, now let me save it and then see, yes, it is it is working fine. Let me cross check also. So if I hit send, so I should be able to get the data, yes, and if I get data by id, should be working. Customer, so I think customer, right? Because we have made some changes just now, so it is still this. Let me see what is going wrong. So customer and then customer id, right? So what we do, okay, okay, so we have to remove it, this, and now it should work fine. Yeah, we are getting the data on id4, right? So that means our application is working fine. So now, like suppose I've got already customer related data. Now I if suppose I want also make a route for the user. So for that, what I'll do, I'll create another folder here. and I'll name it user, and inside user I'll create user related endpoints. So user.js, right? And then one more file here, uh, user.js, right? Two files. Okay. I'm just checking whether my files are inside the customer or not. I think they are inside the customer. Show to no cancel. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll rapidly create here some endpoint here related to user. Although I'm not going to connect this endpoint with the database, it would be all statics. It would be all well, it will not be any dynamic data. I will not get the data from the DB, so I'll just make the simple endpoint. So what I'll do here first, I'll make some function here. All what I can do for saving the time, I'll just come here and copy these two endpoints from here, and let me just paste it here. And we are not using data, so we can simply remove this line because we are not working with data right now. Database I mean, and then we can also remove this line as well. And now here what we can do, we are not going to use a sync and await in this. And here what I can do, here I'll type users related oh, related data, right? And here I'll change it from customer to users. Okay, first is done. Let also change the second one, user by id, get user by id, right? And then customer data, then will write get user by id, right? So it's done. And here what we'll do, I think we are done with this file. Okay, now go inside routes, and here we'll simply make a function here. So first what I'll do here, let me create a sync function, and this will be routes, and this will specify specify, and then this here I need customer file because I going to first just forget to export these functions from here. So let me export it, module dot export, and get all users and get user by id, right? And now just import those function user require user dot. And now here what we'll do, we'll specify dot get, and here will user and user, and then users, like all the users. Okay, and then user dot get all users. I'll tell you what I'm doing. And then here specify dot get user on id, user dot get user by id. right? Now simply export this function as well. Module.export routes. Okay, we are done with this file also. So what I have done, I have first created a separate folder for each entities. Like if we are having the entities customer, so we have created a separate folder for the customer, and if we are having the entities uh, user, then we have also created the separate folder for user. So user related endpoints will come under this user, and those endpoint will start like this slash user and then slash users. As first we will go inside the folder, and then we will name the our, we will call the our function, like if our function is get all users, so that means we are getting all the users. That is why I have written here users, right? And then we again go inside the our user folder, and then from there we will fetch the user on the basis of id, right? And same thing I'm doing in the customer as well. If you see customer, mm, customer, there there I have first created a customer folder, and then inside customer folder I have created a customer.js, and inside customer I have uh, this thing we have done already. So we have made some functions here, and they're dealing with the database as well. And then from here I did not use any customer before the customer, so I'm going to use that now. So customer, this is the folder name. So customer, right? Yes. And here also customer, customer, right? So yeah. Okay, so now we can test our endpoint. Before testing, we have we have to we have to do one more thing here. Yes, like we are importing the customer route from the customer route file. I'll name it here customer, customer route. Okay, and just below it I'll also user routes, and then I'll first go inside the routes, and then slash I'll go. Okay, I think uh, I have made this user folder inside customer. So let me just change it. I'll move this folder inside route. Yes, and okay, now everything is looks fine to me. Okay, now we try to import customer. Yes, we are getting user and then user routes. After importing all the routes, then it is very important to register them also. If you don't register any route, then it is not going to work. You have to register them to work. So I register them. I simply type here customer routes, and just below it I'm also going to register user routes. Okay, and yeah, so let me open the postman and to verify it whether it is working or not. So remember what we have done. We have simply created a different folder for different entities. Like if we have an entities customer, then we have created a folder to customer and related to customer. Everything is inside the customer folder, like customer functions, customer routes. Okay, and same same we have done for the user, right? uh, and on the basis of this we have also made our endpoints. So let me just, so customer first and then customers. So it should give us all the customer which are purchased in our database. So let's see whether it is working. Come on, it is giving me error. Customer slash customers. Okay, let me see what we have done. Classified dot registered. It is not working. Why? Let me check. Let me first check the route. What is the route? Customer slash customer. Let me copy this route from this and paste it here. I think we have forgot to put, yes, slash. Mm, if you do mistake, that means you're learning, and learning is always good. Hmm. And then just now it should work fine. Let me check it. Now if I hit, now it should give me the data. Yes, as you can see, we have entity customer, and inside customer entity we have endpoints. We have a endpoint which is customers. Related to customers, we are getting all the customers. As you can see, we are getting all the customer related. what Whatever the customer purchase in our DB, we are able to fetch all of them, right? So now let me also check for the user whether we are able to fetch the user or not. Or let me check ID as well, customer, and then if I type 5, then I should be able to get that user 5. Let me see. Oh, we have two times customer and then ID. Customer and then ID. Oh, now it is also working. Okay, so let me now rapidly check also the user, and then it will be users, like, yes, user relate data. If you see, we are sending user relate data in response. If you go in user.js, and then here you will see we are sending in response user relate data, right? And we can also check for the ID. If we type ID1, although we don't have any user on ID1, but we are fetching this data statically, so don't focus on it too much. So on one we don't have data. uh, Let me just see customer, uh, user routes, user, and then user ID 1. If I pass 1, then I should be able to get the uh, user route, this one, and according to this I should be able to get this, get user by ID. So let me check. I have to remove this to work, so it should work fine now. On get user by ID, right? So guys, this is what I really wanted to share with you, because I personally uh, felt like it is difficult to decorate your project. Like, it is good when you are working, like when your project is small, but it can become a big issue when your project is big and huge. So you have to maintain your code according to your entities and according to your routes. So If I am going to make a big project, then I'm going to follow this because I personally like to decorate code. I personally really like to decorate code. It's very help. It helps a lot to understand the code and also to work well. So guys, that's it. If you really like the video and if you think that if this video was useful to you, so please subscribe to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Bye bye. Take care.